You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
About like trades and LeBron. So I saw Dame Lillard on his Instagram live, and LeBron was on there, and so he's talking. So he's texting with LeBron. He's like, "Yo, LeBron, make that call. Tell him to make that decision." And then LeBron jumps on his live, and they chilling, they talking. So it kind of looks like Dame Lillard is trying to go.
Oh yeah,
to
Dame
the Lakers.
Lillard. Like this is something that we were kind of talking about. How long do you stay loyal to a team?
Yeah.
I think that was our last podcast because Dame Lillard was saying like, how long do you stay loyal to whatever, something like that. It is what it is. I just hate that it's LeBron James that's getting that call from Damian Lillard, because it'll be crazy to see AD, LeBron James, and Dame Lillard.
Yeah, that's
Dame Dollar. Someone that went after Shaq, even made some raps about Shaq, and you see how Shaq done kind of shut the hell up, because Dame bodied him in both of them tracks that he made. And he's, a lot of times when you have athletes speaking or making rap songs is garbage. He actually can rap. But going back to the actual topic, NBA fined his ass $25,000 the same way you did Pat Riley, because that's tampering. Like, what are you doing over here? Like, come on, man. Damn, literally, like, come to Miami Heat. We do not want to see you over there with LeBron. Because LeBron's gonna go ahead and have you fall. You gonna be the one that fall on that sword. It's not gonna be LeBron. LeBron James gonna always find a way to deflect. Right now, it's AD. It's AD's fault they didn't go to the next championship. When you come, I do want you to have a ring, though. That's the only thing, man. I F with you, man. Like, I like your game. I like your personality. I like your rapping skills. Everything about you, I like your loyalty, too. But, again, like you said, how long can you stay loyal to somebody that's not loyal to you? They didn't give you somebody that was a real number two. And, they gave you a Carmelo Anthony that's filing for divorce. And, when your wife is filing for divorce, your head is not in the game. When she seen Tommy in that 50 Cent show Power, looking like she's smashing that dude in real life, like that's gonna take you out the game. I'm like, if I see, come on, it's gonna take me out the game. So when I look at that situation, like Damian Lillard, like, please don't do it. Say it's not so. You could go to any other team. Please don't go to the Lakers, because like you want people to really salute your championship when you win. Because if KD win right now, you think they care if KD win? They're gonna say because he done concocted this team and this, that, and the other. They're not saying that about Miami. When Miami had LeBron James in the Big Three, they're not saying that about.
Yeah, they do.
Not really. Not the same way. They don't like that he came to Miami, but they're not saying that it was like concocted like KD. They're giving KD a lot more hate. I'm just being real.
Nah.
You don't think they're giving KD a little bit more
they
hate?
gave LeBron a lot of hate. This was like the most hated team, you could say, in NBA history, aside from the bad boy Pistons.
But you can't say that because they always hate the Miami Heat.
Yeah, but they was hating on LeBron for like coming, especially the way that he did it.
That started with
And,
But they still hate
and then that whole pep rally and
the
stuff
Miami
like
Heat
that.
hate started with that pep rally.
See, but again, they still hate Miami till this day.
I think
and
they
LeBron is
hate-
gone. So they hated Miami when we got Shaq. They hated us when we got LeBron. They just hates Miami. Like, come on, man. You know what it is? The weather, the beaches, the women. Like, come on, man. We're not in no drought right now. We're in the East. We over here we're not in no drought. You go out west, Arizona, Utah, not Utah, Arizona and California in certain places. They're facing the drought right now. They hate us because of that. We got more water now. Now they hating us because of that now.
Of course, but I don't think they hated Brooklyn as much as they did the Miami Heat in those days. Because remember, it was the whole LeBron saying not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. That people was like, oh,
not 6, not 7.
Y'all just gonna run shop for like 5, 6, 7 years. Nah, so Brooklyn obviously
though.
did not do that, and then Harden came in kind of late in the game. He wasn't like formed all at the same time as the Heat were. It's definitely not as much hate, but I definitely hate them personally. I hate the Brooklyn Nets right now and I don't want to see them win because they're pretty much a super team. It's almost a blessing that. I wouldn't say it's a blessing that people got hurt, but that's their livelihood or whatnot. But I guess it's a blessing for the NBA fan that wants to see a little bit more balance in the NBA.
Hey, man.
The fact that you got James Harden hurt and
Kyrie
also got hurt. I think Kyrie's injury is probably a little bit worse than people are letting on.
That was
I think it's
though.
more of a high ankle sprain.
Do you think it was intentional or unintentional?
No, I don't think it was intentional.
I think it was intentional.
I don't think it's intentional.
I think it was intentional.
And like his
man.
foot was under him.
No. Like Giannis, man, you seen what was going on. You made sure that you was where you was at. That's just my opinion, and that's not my team. So I seen it a few times. I rewinded like a few times before I came up with that conclusion because I do know Giannis. I'm not gonna put him in one of them categories as a bad player. It's just like when Dwayne Wade broke Rajon Rondo's arm. That was intentional. Even though like in the playoffs, like you can't tell me that Wade didn't do that intentional. He broke Rondo's arm intentionally. So when I look at that play with Giannis, like he made sure that his foot was there like Zaza Pachulia. You made sure that your foot was there. Like, come on, man. You didn't have no chance of even rebounding the ball. You shouldn't even must be there. So for me, it is just like, hey, it is what it is. Again, I really do feel like KD team is hated more because everyone hates KD and everyone hates Kyrie. Yeah, a lot of people don't hate Dwayne Wade. A lot of people don't hate Chris Bosh. They only hated LeBron. So I think the hate is a little bit more. And then you gotta understand they're up north. They're in like the Mecca. Brooklyn, New York, that's the Mecca of basketball. Miami's not the Mecca of basketball.
Let me ask Marcus. So, what do you think about if Dame Lillard goes to the Lakers?
I mean, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare for everybody else who is not a Laker fan, to be honest, because you have a LeBron who doesn't have to control the offense no more. You got Damian Lillard coming down the court who can just bang it from half court if he wants to. And then you got LeBron, like when Dame is tired, he just gives it off to LeBron. LeBron controls the offense. And then you got AD running around on the inside, getting rebounds, and, you throwing him alley-oops. They could all throw alley-oops to each other. Just those three players alone, to me, is a better combination than the Brooklyn Nets or any other team in the NBA. And I hope it doesn't happen. I love Dame, and I don't want to have a reason to hate him, I mean, I love him. Because of everything that Wes was talking about, he seems like a real dude. I like him as a rapper, his loyalty to his team for all these years. But after a while, you got to be like, hey, I mean, I've been loyal for all this time, and now my legacy is hurting. People are not going to be like, I'm one of the best point guards of all time because I don't think they've made it to a Western Conference Finals ever.
Nope. So
at some point you got to be like, okay, well, my legacy is on the line, so I have to make a move. Unfortunately, he's talking to LeBron and the Lakers, and hopefully that doesn't come to fruition.
Yeah, hopefully not. Same thing for me. Like, I got that same opinion. I'm kind of tired of seeing these damn super teams. Especially if it's not organic. If you didn't draft the player, like, they drafted Steph, they drafted Clay. Did they draft? Yeah, they drafted Draymond.
Yeah.
So it was different. It was formed organically. Whereas, the Miami Heat, we did it, but we did it in free agency.
We only drafted Wade.
Huh?
We only drafted Wade.
We drafted Wade, and LeBron James and Chris Bosh was free agents, and we had the money at that time to go ahead and pay them. So I don't really feel no smite behind that. But KD with Kyrie, it was not no smite also. It's just when you wind up having James Harden holding out and holding that team hostage to trade him, then now that's the only problem I have with that team. But again, if Dame Lillard go to the Lakers, like, it's gonna make me a little mad. It's gonna make me
a
big
lot
mad.
Yeah, it's gonna make me big
You
mad.
know, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, what's going on? And it made me feel some type of way for when Chris Paul was headed to the Lakers years back with Kobe and Dwight Howard. The league commissioner stopped that. That was the first time I ever seen that in my life. And